we're going to start a little thing. I think I might have mentioned that our last camp over at Robin Morse's place, just called Qi Development Tools. It's a set of tools that we can have literally to do that, just to develop the Qi. And what better source do we have, of course, than from the major Taiji forms, namely either the Yang Fu form or in particular the Yang Chan's form. There's fantastic Qi development tools in there because, of course, the whole form is geared towards developing the Qi. And when we say developing the Qi, we don't mean building more, getting really fat and building more Qi. We mean simply getting the Qi that we have been given at birth flowing a bit freer and getting back the maximum amount that we should have for our age. We lose our Qi as we grow older. We're supposed to have 8 packets of Qi, and we lose it as we get older, so that when we die we're on our last packet and then it finally depletes and we die. But we as Westerners tend to use it up quicker because of basically bad living habits, 20th century living. That's what our eating habits, our eating too much in particular. It's not so much the sort of food you're eating if you eat junk food, it's the amount of it. If you just have one McDonald's a day, then you'll probably live to a ripe old age, but if you eat 20, then you're going to die. By the same token, if you eat 50 bananas a day, you're going to die soon anyway, although bananas are much better for you than McDonald's. So it's the less amount of food that you eat that's the most important thing. People who eat less food, it's been scientifically proven, always live much longer than people who even eat really good food, but lots of it. I don't know how I got onto that, but still. Qi development, yes. What's that? Well, yes, so as we grow older, we tend to do the wrong thing through 20th century living, and we deplete our Qi. So Qi development means simply getting back that amount of Qi that we should have. So, by the time we're like 25, we should have maybe, 7 packets of Qi left maybe, and we might only have 6 or 5. From too much sex is just the same as too much eating. Yeah, sorry lads, sorry. You all know how great it is if you haven't had it for a long while and then, whoa, it's great. Why not have it great all the time by not having it all the time, It's better to have one bit of huge quality than little bits of not so much quality, is it? It's much better. Whoa. How are you going lately, Lowell? Come here. So that's what basically Qi development means. All the stuff that we're trying to do in our Taiji, we can get from a Taiji form, but unfortunately, most of us, we don't either practice it too much or we get to the point it becomes boring, we don't get anything out of it anymore. So we can take things from the Taiji forms and use them as separate tools or by themselves to develop the Qi. And in developing your Qi, again, it also gives you the mind incentive to get back into your training. Whenever I haven't trained for a little while, or I just get bloody training again, I'm interested in other things, I always come out and I do a few of these little Qi tool exercises, and then before too long I find I'm really enjoying doing the Taiji form again. So, and also, you can do Taiji too much, really. A lot of people say, you can't do it, too much, but you can. As I said, too much of a good thing is not good for you. It turns into its opposite then. It's just yin and yang. It's just natural. You must get to a height where it starts to drop off. So too much Taiji can turn into a bad thing. We have had evidence of that where people have just really gotten right into it too much, and they've just done it too much, and they've gone the other way, and then they've had to stop, and then they start coming back up again. So in those times you can take these, or you can take the Qi development tools any time, really, and use them, and it really gives you an incentive to carry on, because what happens internally also happens externally, and I'm talking about the mind. And so if you're in a bad frame of mind, it's no good, you can't even do Taiji, you don't even feel like doing it, you see. But once you get back into that good frame of mind, it's exactly the same as when you have been eating a lot of food, you really don't feel like doing anything, you can't train, you can't do your Taiji, you can't go and be artistic, you can't play your guitar or make music or paint or anything because you're so full of food and all your energy's going, it's like your washing machine's on trying to work all of this food through, and so you've got nothing left for your artistic expression or the things that you really love doing. You've got nothing left for it, so you just say, oh, I don't want to do that today, so you go and have a sleep, you know. And it's exactly the same with this. When you get to that point, your chi level's dropped, and so you've got to get it back up again. And the chi tools are to do exactly that. First one is a really